Mad Dog and Merrill here, and we're in the heart of cherry country. Cherry Delight in Forestville, Wisconsin since 1987. Great cherries, dried cherry juices, chocolate-covered cherries. We're gonna find all about it today. Great cherries. And today with us is Jen. Hey, Jen, good to see you there, dear. Thanks for having us.
Thanks
this
for
coming.
Yes, thanks for being with us, Jen. Good to see you. Got a nice smile. That's good to see that smile. I love that. You've been eating your cherries. That's great.
You know, we're going to do a nice sweet and sour glaze today, and I think we got to get started a tad bit on that so I get the sauce going as we talk a little bit about cherries and the health benefits here at Cherry Delight. We did some nice, beautiful pork tenderloin, Jen.
Looks good.
And I have some cherry juice in here, about a cup and a half of cherry juice. I got some peppers in there, and we're simply going to add some of your wonderful Cherry Delight tart cherries. We'll talk about those in a minute. And I've got 3-4 other ingredients to add, and as I stir those and get those going, we're going to add a little bit of soy sauce in there, just a few tablespoons of soy sauce. The tartness is going to be, of course, besides the cherry, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And a little bit of ginger to give us some wonderful flavor, maybe a good tablespoon or so of ginger, a little scant tablespoon of ginger over the top of that. And before I add the thickener, I just want to give that a little stir. I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch. About a tablespoon?
About a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon, thank you. And this looks like to be about 2 tablespoons, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does.
So probably half of that?
Probably.
Smart man. You took math.
Good
You
at
took
math.
math, Jen.
Very good
Oh,
at
he's
math.
an intelligent man.
And all we're going to do is kind of let that thicken a tad bit and then pour it over the beautiful pork tenderloin over the bed of rice.
Sounds good.
And the recipes are on your website. We'll get to that in a tad bit. Let's talk a little bit about Cherry Delight. Since 1987, Mike and Kathy.
Mike and Kathy Johnson have owned it.
Yep.
They started out with just a little Ronco food dehydrator, drying some
Really?
cherries.
Just one of those little small little
Just a
jobbers?
little, found it at a garage sale for $5.
And they've
You know what's
expanded
good?
from that?
Keep talking about that and tell us a little bit about how they're dehydrated now. Let me go get that dehydrator.
Okay, he can do that. He can go because I can't believe that. So they started out with the small dehydrator.
Small little dehydrator they started out with. Now they're up to anywhere from 500,000 pounds to 1 million pounds of cherries that they process a year.
This
Really?
is the original
I know.
one.
Do you
That's
think
the
they
one.
have any idea? Can you imagine? You know what, honey? We could buy some cherries and we could send them all over the United States and all over the world would be successful, and it worked, didn't it?
It worked.
And this is what's amazing.
Oh,
how
it's
many
amazing.
pounds now a year?
500,000 to 1 million.
And Merrill and I have a chance to take a little tour to help out a little bit. And we were
Oh,
actually
yeah.
pretty
You did.
helpful.
You were very helpful.
Oh, I know
Yes.
we were. And you know those cherries are really good. They're
Yes.
just
You didn't eat them
wonderful.
off the line though, did you?
What are you stirring there, Mad Dog? That's really, it's good, nice and
You know,
thick there.
number one on the list for us is cherry pies, and it's number one for the nation for cherry pies. At the state fair, every year, Wisconsin State Fair, tell her what the ice cream
Hey,
sundae.
man, you got to go for the cherry sundaes. You got to go for the cherry sundaes. There is nothing like it. I'll tell you, the flavor is just phenomenal. I've done my share of donating to the Cherry Association for years of buying those sundaes, but it's great.
You know you can actually use the cherry pie fill over ice cream
as
as a cherry sundae.
Yeah.
It's really good.
We use it
Great.
actually and fluff our nutters with flour tortilla shells.
Oh,
Really?
yes.
Yeah, and make our own little cherry pies with flour
that
tortilla
sounds good.
shells. Doesn't it, though? Let's talk a little bit about the products here at Cherry Delight. I mean, we can do different breads on the grill, different muffins, scones.
Scones?
Scones,
We've got
thank you.
your scones,
Scones? What the
whichever.
heck? What the
That's
heck?
okay. Yes, we do have oatmeal cookies, cherry oatmeal cookies, and scones, and muffin mix, whole grain brownies. We've got a wide variety of gourmet toppings and salsas and barbecue sauce.
And you're finding more and more people being more creative, definitely with the
Yes.
dried cherries. You know, when you think of really how long, when you first started, now you see them all over the place, all over in the stores. I mean, people, you know, definitely for the health benefits and everything
Right.
else, it's just fantastic.
Yes.
And speaking of dried cherries, then you also take those cherries and you dip them in chocolates.
Yes, we have dark chocolate, which is absolutely wonderful.
With
and
the
then
tart
the milk.
cherries?
Yes, with
Yeah.
the tart cherries.
And can
the
you
milk chocolate.
can you actually make a cherry bounce with the dried cherries? I know it sounds stupid,
Yeah,
but can you do that?
They reabsorb the alcohol.
Oh boy, I have to try that one too.
And it's a really concentrated flavor because the tart cherry is so
They should have did
concentrated.
that on a couple trips to the moon.
Bring cherries, whatever you do.
You know what's amazing? Now, for years, Merrill and I have been together 30 years for grillology, and Merrill's always had a problem with the gout.
Yeah.
And the number one thing he's always taken for it, and if we're on the road and he's got problems and he can't walk, cherry juice.
Cherry juice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or dried cherries.
Yep. A handful of cherries, cup of cherry juice a day.
Yep. I'll tell you
It's
what, I'm a
wonderful.
firm believer of it. I really am. I use it all the time.
We
And
have
I am a gout man. All you gout people out there, try the cherry, you know, Delight, even for the dried cherries or the cherry juice. You'd
Yeah.
be surprised.
It actually has 10 times the strength of an aspirin.
Okay.
Or
And
anti-inflammatory
Yeah.
pain relief.
I mean, I swear I feel
It
it.
fights the free radicals like Merrill in your system.
That's right.
Yep, you need that. You need that.
Gotta fight 'em
That's
off.
for sure.
Now,
Especially when I'm around.
the holiday season is coming upon us very shortly. What can we do? What can we do for Cherry Delight? Do you sell obviously holiday packages and things and ship them all around the world?
We do. We sell a lot of gift boxes in the wintertime, the holiday season. We're shipping them, like you said, all over the world. We're up in Canada. We're all over.
Yeah, and what is the big item? What is probably the number? What is the number one
Our
item
number
when
one
shipping
gift
for Christmas?
box is going to be a combination of our, like an 8-ounce milk chocolate, an 8-ounce dark chocolate, and our Cherry Delights.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Well,
really
the
good.
sauce is ready. The pork tenderloin is over the bed of rice. Merrill beautifully sliced that.
Oh, thank you. I know I'm good for something.
I think as I isn't that sauce look delicious?
Yeah.
It does look good.
Yeah, I think it's done to it. I don't want to say perfection.
Well,
I think you
Now,
did
the
it
correct
perfect.
recipe, and you have recipes on your website. They go to maddogandmerrill.com, click over to Country Ovens,
Correct?
and Country Ovens is just another form of Cherry Delight. It's
Yeah,
just your
yep.
surname.
Yep. Country Ovens is our business, and Cherry Delight is our product.
Ooh,
Doesn't that look good?
That is
very
awesome.
good. And the aroma. Oh,
Well done.
just make sure that.
Well, Jen, I think from Forestville in Wisconsin,
Thank you, sir.
from Cherry Delight, I think it's time to do a little post.
Hey, thank you.
You and your good cherries, delicious.
you.
Thank you.